Pilates friends, it's Bonnie here, bringing you a workout today. It's going to stretch you a little bit, warm up your back, and then challenge you. I hope you enjoy it. Follow along. Let's start on our hands and knees, with the wrists right under the shoulders, the knees right under the hips. Drop your head, pull your pelvis in, and round your back. And then bring it down either to a nice neutral back, or you can go into a little extension if your low back can take it. And go into the cat stretch and the cow stretch. Now you can move this back and forth as you do the cat and cow, or you can move it side to side as if you're going around a barrel. Just do whatever it takes for you to warm up that spine. And when you're ready, you're going to sit back towards your heels and stack your back one vertebra at a time. And then sit on your heels or sit cross-legged, whichever you prefer. And let's get ready for a little upper body warm-up. Bring your arms right out. And instead of having your thumbs up and your palms forward, let's have your thumbs down and your pinky finger up. Pull your arms back a little bit. Keep your shoulders down. And let's reach your arms up. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop and pull them back at shoulder level. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 8, 7, 6. Feel the retraction of the shoulders. 2, 1. Put them together. It's up, down, back, forward, up, down, back, forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Keep your arms in this position. Relax your shoulders and circle. Think up and back as you circle, up and back, without responding with your ribs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go in the reverse direction. Still up and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now rotate one arm in one direction and the other arm in the opposite, and switch, and switch, and switch. If you want to add little obliques, it can go right and left, and right and left. But you can stay still and just keep it working. Bring both palms up, bring them back over your head, bring them down in front of you. Come and sit on your mat. Good. You're going to be sitting up straight with your knees bent, your feet parallel, your hands underneath your thighs, looking straight forward, although occasionally I'm going to look at you. Let's curve your pelvis under and round back to the length of your arms. Come forward in a ball shape until your forehead reaches your knees, and then one vertebra at a time. You're going to stack your back as if you're coming up against a wall. Do it again. You're going to round back. Come forward as if you're coming over a beach ball. Elbows go wide. And you stack your back. We're going to do this one more time. Exhale. Pull your belly muscles in as you come up. Forehead goes towards knees. You stack your back. Now I'm going to move a little forward so I don't come out of your visual field. Go back. Relax your shoulders. Reach your arms forward. Looking at your knees, relaxing your shoulders. You're going to count for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go down an inch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another inch. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the curl in the upper back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Last increment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go down onto the mat. Bring your arms out in a T. Bend your knees. They should be together. And then you're going to drop both knees over to one side. And as you bring them back to the center, I want you to think lead with your rib cage. Then drag your low back to the floor. Then your pelvis comes. Go to the other side. And again, lead with your rib cage. Come back in the lower back, then the pelvis. Do it again. And come back, rib cage, low back, pelvis, and other side. And rib cage, low back, pelvis. Now rotate so that you're laying on one side, your hands behind your head, and your elbows stacked there pointing forward. Your knees are bent. Think about a straight line from your tailbone to the back of your head. Still, the elbows are stacked. And then open up the top elbow. Allow your upper body to rotate. So you're rotating the upper part of your spine. Maybe you get your shoulder blade to touch. Maybe you get your elbow to touch. And come back. And do it again. Open up across that chest. Exhale, just luxuriate in this. Pull those shoulders down toward the waist. And come back. Now lengthen out your top arm and do the same thing with a longer lever. And if you need to nudge the left shoulder slightly to the left to get the right palm or right shoulder blade down, do that. And come back and do it again. Exhale, open up. And inhale, come back. Lengthen out both arms ahead of you on the floor. And then you're going to reach the top arm over the bottom arm, rotating the upper spine in the opposite direction that you were just rotating it. We have one more. Good. And then come all the way up. And let's do it on the other side. All right. Hands are out. Knees are bent. You're going to drop both knees over to the right as you look to the left. And then you're going to think rib cage, lower back, pelvis. Go to the other side. And do it again. And again. Orient yourself on one side, hopefully the opposite that you were just having. Elbows are stacked. And you're going to open up that top body. Ooh, a little stickier on this side. And come back. Do it again. And come back. Top arm reaches. And you open up more expansively with a longer lever. You get more range of motion, a bigger stretch. And then the top and the bottom arms stretch together. And the top arm reaches in front of the bottom arm. You feel the shoulder protract and then retract it a little bit as you come back. Inhale as you reach, exhale as you come back. Inhale as you reach, exhale as you come back. Sit yourself up and get yourself down on the mat. And we'll do a little bit more warm-up, right? We're going to start with simple bridging. So have your hands down by your side. Nod your chin, relax your shoulders. Articulate your spine, so tilt that pelvis so the pubic bone is slightly higher than the hip points. Come all the way up one vertebra at a time until you're in a bridge. And then come down. I want you to really feel every single vertebra going up off the mat, separately from the one above it and from the one below it. Next time you go up, you're going to come all the way up and stay there. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Drop them back over your head without popping your ribs and then bring them up. Drop them back over your head and bring them up. Drop them back over your head and stay there. Start articulating down your spine. But as you're articulating, lift your head and shoulders and reach forward. So you're in an ab prep now. Your stomach and your back should be neutral. Then as you go back, you start articulating up your spine so you're in a bridge. And come all the way down and reach forward into that ab prep. And go back and bridge up. And go down and reach forward. When you're here in this reach forward position, draw your lower back down to the floor. Lift one leg up into tabletop. Lift the other leg up into tabletop. Lift your upper body just as high as you can and sink your abs just as low as you can. Reach your arms out and let's start for the hundreds. We're going to pump the arms for inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can, stretch your legs out, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now split your legs, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change the switch, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you get those legs straighter? 3, 4, 5, sink your belly. 2, 3, 4, 5, both legs up and beat the heels. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and stop. Bring your knees into your chest, touch your forehead a second, and go down on the mat. From here, bring your hands behind your head. Relax your shoulders for a second. You see that my knees are bent and my arms are supporting my head. Relax the shoulders. Lift the head and shoulders. Make sure your back is imprinted. You're going to stretch out your legs along the mat as you lift your upper body and reach your nose beyond your knees. And then as you come back, you just start bending those knees and drag the feet along the floor. This is affectionately known as the good morning roll up because it's a little bit easier than the full roll up. And you're going to come back and do it again. Notice that everything's bent here and everything lengthens as you come up here. And in the morning, that's maybe all your body wants to do. We've got one more. Exhale, you're going to come all the way up and reach forward. Then sit until your body's in an L and bring your arms out in front of you. You're going to make 2 fists, and as you go back into a half roll back, bring those fists right into your chest. Then reach your arms forward and accentuate the curve in the upper back. Open your arms out, dive your body forward as you clasp your hands in back of you. Relax your shoulders as you pull up 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to bring those arms around as you stack your back up until you feel like an L again. Let's do it again. You're going to row as you do a half roll back. Reach your arms out, accentuate the curve of the upper back. Dive forward as you swing those arms around, interlace your hands, reach back and go up 1, 2, 3. Bring those arms around as you stack your back into an L. One more time. You're going back and rowing in. Reach the arms out, accentuate the curve in the upper back. Open the arms out, dive your arms forward, interlace your fingers, lengthen your arms, and pull up 1, 2, 3. Circle around, palms touch, and you stack your back, and you're going to roll down 1 vertebra at a time. And let's do a full roll up now. Head and shoulders up. Now you can keep your hands next to your ears, or you can have them in front of you. And you're going to reach over your toes, not for your toes, stretching that low back. And come all the way down again. And all the way up again. And let's do one more. All the way up. Now, of course, you can do more than I'm doing in this workout, if you want to. Come down on the mat, take your 2 hands, put them under your pelvis, and have your knees bent. I want you to think of your pelvis as a scale, and you don't want one part of the scale to be heavier than the other part of the scale. With your knees equivalent now, you're going to let your right knee drop out to the side and feel all of the muscles on the right side having to grab a little bit and the muscles on the left side so you don't tilt, and then come back. Now drop it out to the left and come back. Drop it to the right. Don't let your body lean to the right and come back. Drop it to the left. Don't let your body lean to the left. Take your hands out, put them on the ground. Keep your left leg to where it is. Stretch out your right. Knees should be level. You're going to lower the straight right leg and do a smiley face and feel your whole right side go on fire. And go again, a smiley face. And a third. And hold on with your obliques, with all the muscles around your pelvis. Let's try the other side. You're going to go down and circle in a smiley face and come back. And again. And come back. Good. If you're having success at this, then the next one should be a piece of cake. You're going to stretch out your left leg along the floor as your right leg stretches to the ceiling, and you're going to circle across the body and in a full circle. Again, 2. Inhale to start, exhale to finish, pause at the top. 4, One more. 5. And then reverse the circle. Now those preps were specifically to get your pelvis used to really stabilizing against forces which were trying to make it tip. And I hope you were successful and that these single leg circles feel very successful for you. Hold it there for a second and switch your legs. Are we ready? Across the body and away from the body. It's 2. Make an effort to, however straight your leg is, to straighten it a little bit more. And think about your pelvis staying steady, steady, steady. Other side. It's really good. I want you to walk up the leg that's in the air until perhaps you reach the ankle or the foot. Right now I want you to pull the knee into your chest as you slide the other leg along the floor. And then bring it out. And exhale, they both come in. And inhale, they go out. One up, one out. 3. We have 2 more like this. Pull, 4. You could, of course, hold in back of the thigh if you wanted to. 5. Good, now keep the leg on the floor long. Pull the leg that's bent into your chest. Lift your upper body, relax your shoulders. Pull as hard as you can so it's really close to your nose. Bring the other leg off the floor just a few inches. Sink your low belly, reach your arms out and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Other side. You're going to walk up that other leg until you reach as high as you can reach. The leg on the floor is completely straight and you're going to slide them both in to bend the knees. And out, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. 2 more, exhale, and inhale. On this one, keep the leg in towards your nose, stretch the other leg out on the floor. Interlace your fingers, draw that knee in, sink your belly. Lift the other leg slightly off the floor. Really contract in the center. Reach your arms out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down on the mat. A second, just bring it into your nose and roll yourself up. Reach your arms out a second and your legs out. And let's go into a little rotation. Keeping your arms straight across, move from the ribs and come as far as you can and exhale, exhale, exhale to pulse it and come back. Notice that my ribs are doing the motion. Hopefully not my arms flaying around. Come back and exhale, exhale, exhale. Come back. Let's change this into the seated saw. So rotate in one direction. Far arm comes to the outside of the pinky. Back arm is reaching far. Thumb down and pulse. 2, 3. Come up in rotation. Come back to the center. Let's go to the other side. You're going to rotate and reach. Pulse. 2, 3. Come up in rotation. Come back to the center. Go to the first side. Inhale and exhale. 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 Come up in rotation. Come back to the center. Twist and reach. Exhale. 2, 3. Come back to the center. Bring your arms together. Bring your legs together. Sit at the top of the mat and hold on to your shins. Get yourself into kind of little ball. And we're going to try to roll like a ball. Remember, your feet don't touch down. Your head doesn't touch down. Sink your abs. Pull them in. And we're going to come back for 1 and stick it. And 2 and 3. We have 2 more. 4. Last one. 5. Good. Hold it there. Hold behind your thighs. Lift your ankles to the level of your knees. Roll down your back, but keep your head and shoulders up. You got your right hand at your right ankle and your left hand at the knee of the right leg. Reach the other leg out. We're going to pulse it twice for the single leg stretch. So it's going to be inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Don't forget to keep your upper body high and your legs moving. And breathe. One more on either side. And stop. Hands by the knees, head still stays up. You're going to reach your arms and legs in a different direction and swing them around. And inhale. I like to reach my ankles when I come back because it engages my low belly a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. We have two more. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Ready? Hold it here. Put your hand at one ankle, reach the other leg out. Get ready, right ready to go into the scissors. Pulsing again twice. It's exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Exhale, inhale. Let's do three more. 3 and 2 and 1. Stop. Put your hands behind the head, or you can put your head down if you need to. Straighten the legs. Flex the feet. We're going to go down in 3 increments, up in 1. It's going to be lower, 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 point your toes and lift. Lower, 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 point your toes and lift. Lower, 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 and lift. Exhale, 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 and inhale, or versa. 2, 3, and up. Let's do 3 more. Down, 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 and up. Down, 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 and up. And down, 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 and up. 1 more. Down, 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 and up. Lower your legs to about 45 degrees. Pull one leg in and turn towards it for 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. 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 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do the same thing in a single count. So it's going to be 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring your hands on your knees. Bring your head up to your knees and come down on the back just for a second. Good. Lots of abdominals there. So let's switch over and do some extensions. Okay, let's start laying on our bellies and have your hands wide and your head just hovering off the mat. The legs about as wide as the mat. Lift your kneecaps, press into all your toes. Pull your arms backwards and your chest forward and lift up into just a little mini swan. And then come down. And again, just reach forward and like you peel yourself up in bridge, why don't you peel the front of your spine off the mat for the swan? And then come down. This time, if you want to, you can bring your swan up higher by letting your elbows open more. Then look to the right and circle your head down to the center. Look to the left, circle the head down and up the center. Look to the right, circle the head down and up the center. Look to the left, circle the head down and up the center. And lower yourself down. Stack one arm above the other so that the fingertips are touching the opposite arm's elbow, and put your head down on your arms. Relax your shoulders down your back. You're going to lift your head and shoulders up, and then lift the arm that's on top until it comes to your forehead and lower it down. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders, and then you're going to lift your arm up and bring it down. Switch which arm is on top. Lift your upper body and your head, then lift your arm up to your forehead and bring it down. Lift your upper body and head, lift your arm, bring it down. Now keep both arms stacked, lift your head and shoulders, really hold on to your abs, lift both arms, and go down as a unit. Again, lift your head and shoulders, shoulders down, float your arms up to your forehead, and go all the way down. Keep one arm crossed to support you on the mat. Bring your legs together. Flex one foot, bend one knee, reach back and hold on to that ankle. Pull the heel into your buttock and then stretch the leg away from your buttock and you'll feel your shoulder retracting. And as you keep that leg moving away from you, it will bring you up into a nice supported extension. And then come back, switch arms. One is supporting in front of your head. The other one reaches back for your ankle. If you can't reach your ankle, you could always use a belt, a towel, anything handy to wrap around. And then bring the heel first into your buttock so you get a stretch in the quad. And then you engage everything and bring the leg away. Retract the shoulder, lift up into that nice extension supported. And come back. Good. Come into a sphinx pose. Elbows right under shoulders. Really lift your belly from the floor a little bit, pubic bone down. Bring your feet together and let's go with a single leg kick. You're going to bring one toe in again and down. It's going to be kick, kick and down. Kick, kick and down. Now, I have pretty tight hamstrings, so I don't get as close as some other people. Maybe that's you, and maybe your range is better than mine. Doesn't matter. We're still doing it. And stop. Curl your toes under. Keep your hands just the way it is. Pull your belly muscles in. Lift your kneecaps for a second and lift up into a nice forearm plank. If you can't do a forearm plank comfortably and it hurts your low back, tilt that pelvis a little bit or drop your knees slightly. Okay, now dropping your knees doesn't mean dropping your thighs. Okay, hold it there. And since we haven't done too many hips, either with one knee down or both knees up, you're going to lift one leg off the floor and go out and in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out and in. Put it down, switch legs. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Last one. And go down onto the mat. Bring your head down. Reach your arms in back. Point your toes. Hollow out your belly. Make sure your pubic bone is down, but your kneecaps are up. Lift your head and shoulders and reach your fingertips toward your outer ankles. And just hold it. Swing your arms around and go back and sit on your heels in a shell stretch. That's not a child's pose where I'm stretching out. I'm trying to round my back to get maximum relief from any tension that might have come in the last move. Okay, let's sit in a traditional mermaid situation here with one leg folded back and the other foot at the front of the thigh, and get ready to use your buttocks a little bit. You're going to reach your arms out, and then I want you to lift up and reach the arms wide and sit down. And lift up and sit down. One more. Lift up and sit down, and then bring your hand to the back leg and side bend over. And really get that sit bone that wants to lift up to go down. Try to keep your head aligned with your upper back, and then go over to this simple way. Come back and switch the legs around. And get ready. Sink this hip. Reach your arms out and lift up and come down. And lift up and down. One more. Exhale. And inhale. You're going to hold on to the back leg. Sink that hip as much as it's going to sink. Reach over. Elongate the right side. Come back. go over to the other side. And I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. But stay tuned. I'll be back next week with another workout. Stay well.